कैर्लिङ्गैः स्त्रीन् गुणानेतान् अतीतो भवति प्रभो किमाचारः कथं चैतान् त्रीन् गुणान् अतिवर्तते. So, in this, Lord Krishna has introduced the nature of the world as consisting of, or the matter consisting of three qualities. Matter has three qualities. What are they? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And therefore, not only the world has these threefold qualities, your own body, mind, sense complex has threefold qualities because it is made up of matter. And he talks about the person of wisdom as someone who has transcended matter. Please understand this, So, transcended matter means transcended the threefold qualities. How do you transcend the threefold qualities? You can talk about transcending tamas and rajas maybe, but you always say in a sattvic mind is the knowledge. Then how do you transcend sattvic mind also? And therefore the question is, so what is the character or the symbol, of a person who has transcended these three qualities of matter? Kair lingaihi treen gunan, etan treen gunan, atitaha bhavati. Atitaha means crossing the threefold qualities. How does this Jivan Mukta remain? How is kimacharaha? What is his achara, his conduct in the world? And so Lord Krishna replies in that section, 14th chapter, the next verse is verse 22, and he says, Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava nadveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati. And so he says the threefold nature in the presence of any one of them, he doesn't show an affinity. Okay? So if they go away, if they move away, he doesn't show disturbance. He does not show dislike or longing. Yeah. Na dveshti sampravrittani. In their presence, he doesn't show dislike. That means what? In the presence of tamasic nature, he doesn't show dislike. In the presence of rajasic things, he doesn't show dislike. So in their presence, there is no dislike. In their absence, what? In their absence, there is no longing. So, there are no beautiful things in this neighborhood. There is nothing beautiful. I long for them. No longing in the absence, and in the presence of what is rajas and tamas, there is no dislike. So what are this sattva, raja, tamas? How do they manifest? Sattva is prakasham cha, rajas is pravrittim cha, activity, and tamas is moham cha. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava. in all these three, So if there is a delusion, then you become very so agitated, Why is it like that, Why it shouldn't be this way, This agitation. No agitation of any kind. And so remaining in oneself, abiding in oneself means what? It means these responses are not there. If somebody very brilliant comes in front, acknowledge. But you don't start chasing that the sattvic person. Or you don't move away from this. These are the things, the inner responses. A person transcendent carries an attitude of being a witness, centered a witness. Okay, observes, sees, and allows it to be what it is. Allow the world to have its sattvic, rajasic, tamasic qualities. And so he is not driven or overwhelmed. And then this example we have seen. How does it show up? Let us see. Manapamanayo's tulyaha tulyamitraripakshayoho sarvarambha parityagi gunatitassa uchyate. He is a gunatitaha. He is the one who has transcended the three gunas. Who has equanimity, whether you praise him or you censure him. Mana, apamana. In praise or censure, both are the same. When somebody praises us, our day is super. If somebody calls you a donkey or a monkey, finish the whole day. My day is knocked out. He called. Why should my day be knocked out? But I take it in, no? So this is not his fault, it is my fault. Why do I take it in? Mana apamanayoho tulyaha. One who is equanimous in mana and apamana. Tulya mitra ripakshayoho. So Ari is enemy. What do you call? Equal to somebody calls you a friend or somebody calls you an enemy. What is friend and enemy? They are labels of people, labeling people based on something they did to you. But a person is not about, you can't judge a person on one action. He's bigger than one action, And therefore, something he did which you declare as inimical, And so, it's what he did. You don't label him as enemy. He labels you as enemy, but you don't do that. And therefore, tulya. Tulya is equanimity. So between mana, apamana, tulyaha. Between friend and enemy, tulyaha. And sarvarambha parityagi. This is important. This is very important in understanding that the beginnings of engaging in karma is of course connected to a false identification that I am the doer. So when we are in the process of learning and assimilating the teachings, what he says is being able to give up sarva arambha parityagi. So you don't initiate anything, you don't use your volition to initiate, because you are here with a blueprint of life. If you feel that truly believed, truly understand, you're truly convinced that your world activities is not going to bring you happiness, if you're really convinced, really convinced, then why I repeat, because it's to understand the concept of sarvarambha parityagi. One needs to understand people who live really purely by prarabdha or by the blueprint of life. They know that my life is going to unfold experiences in karma. Whatever unfolds, I will respond to that with my understanding, knowledge and equanimity. I do not respond to what is unfolding through a dissatisfaction or with a judgment or trying to manipulate the world or pushing that away and drawing this. And none of this becomes is my response anymore. Then what is your response? You don't want anything? No, I don't. But then how do you live? Well, I've come into this world, no? Now I am wiser than I was earlier. So I understand that my life will be as long as my blueprint, karmic blueprint, needs to unfold. When karmic blueprint is unfolding, whatever is due to you, you will get. Nobody on this earth can block it, because it is your blueprint. And your blueprint of karma experiences, you will get no matter what. Good, bad, ugly, everything. It's a package. Therefore, my food is taken care of. My air, breath is taken care of. My water is taken care of. My roof is taken care of. If I fall sick, anything needed is taken care of. That's part of blueprint of life. And therefore, why do I need to respond? Why do I need to do anything differently? Why do I need to begin something? Why do I need to plan a retirement? Why do I need to think that, hey, what will happen if I don't have $1 million in my account? There are many who never had $1 million, they also lived. They also were provided food and shelter. It's not that that is your source of security. It is your blueprint which is your source of security. And therefore, trusting that blueprint when you live, you don't use your volition, your will, to initiate anything worried about a future, So therefore, sarva arambha parityagi. He goes by prarabdha. He lives by what unfolds. And responding to what is unfolding is aligning to the cosmos. Choosing my actions driven by uncertainties and insecurities is operating from fear. That means operating from ego. And this little inner separation we need to be able to make within ourselves in these teachings. And so, a person whose knowledge is clear, excuse me, a person of wisdom is someone he doesn't himself initiate. Then what? He goes with the flow. He goes with the flow of life. Life flows through him. He allows life to flow. And so that's why I say Ganga is a great symbol of that flow. You keep flowing, allow life to flow, time to flow, karma to flow. No, but what if a big rock comes in front of you? Then you will hit it. Why will you hit it? You will go from the side like Ganga does. If it's a small pebble, you will jump over it. Right? Because you can't walk there, you will jump over it. or you go from the side, or you merrily move. So that is called life, moving with the flow. Life is a flow. And so a gunatitaha, the one who has transcended gunas, is very, allows life to flow. He is accommodative. He is accommodating of what life brings. Udasinavadasinah gunairyo na vichalyate gunavartanta ityeva yo vatisthati nengate. Very beautiful, this 14th verse, 14th chapter, 23rd verse. He says, when you say that person has transcended, when you transcend something doesn't mean there is absence of those things. It's not that it's absent. Then what does it mean? It means you have become a sakshi, a witness consciousness. Transcend the guna doesn't mean that you cross, it's like if you cross this hill, then the other hills below will disappear. Hey, it's not about disappearing act of the gunas, because your body is there. How can it won't disappear. Just because you are a wise person, your body mind doesn't disappear. If it disappears, anybody who becomes wise, he will just disappear. But you see, wise people continue to be in the body, mind, sense complex. And doing normal activities of sleeping and so on, that means sattva, raja, tamas, all activities are functioning, in this person's life. And therefore, what is transcendence then? They do exactly what I do. They eat, I eat. I sleep, they sleep. So what is the difference? Big difference. What is the difference? The difference is big, but it is a small shift. A shift from the ego I to the witness I. It's a shift from the body-mind identification to I being free from, I being consciousness, being a witness consciousness. And that is called transcendence. That is the big word in English, but in Sanskritam it's easier. Sakshi, being a witness consciousness, means transcending the gunas. And so that he makes it clear, in this verse, that is made very clear. So guna vartanta ityeva yaha avatishtati na ingate. He is not disturbed. And so that person has samatva, samadukha sukha swastaha, samaloštashma kanchanaha, tulya priya priyo dhiraha, tulya nindatma samstutihi. So this person is really the yogi. He is the yogi. He is the one who has samatva, equanimity. Tulya means there is equanimity, or we say centeredness in his approach in life.